The South Union Township Supervisors present the South Union Township Sports Network today from Mustang Field at Laurel Highlands High School. It's high school girls soccer time as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs host the Albert Gallatin Colonials. It's also senior night for the Laurel Highlands girls soccer team and the 30th anniversary celebration of the first Laurel Highlands girls soccer team back in 1994. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak with Billy Dice. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is a joint cooperative venture with Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Fernan, and Jason Scott, along with Armstrong and Breezeline Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Billy Dice. In just a couple of moments, I'll turn it over to a public address announcer, Jason Taylor, for tonight's senior night festivities.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mustang Field here on the campus of Laurel Highlands Senior High School. For this evening's girls soccer match between the visiting Albert Gallatin Colonials and your Laurel Highlands Mustangs. This is a very special evening. We will be celebrating the senior members of the Mustang girls soccer team for senior night. In addition, at halftime, we will be honoring 30 years of Mustang girls soccer, including the inaugural 1994 original Mustang girls soccer team. Once again, any former members of Laurel Highlands girls soccer team, please make sure you check in over at the tent set up by the main gate in the field house. And now, let's celebrate our seniors. First, let us acknowledge our friends from Albert Gallatin and their one senior member of our soccer team, Gianna Cease. Congratulations, Gianna. And now, the three members of our Laurel Highlands girls soccer team. The first, Emily Bilotti. Emily is escorted by her parents, Derek and John Bilotti, along with her sister Madison. Emily plays goalkeeper and has been playing soccer for 7 years. Her soccer achievements include 3 varsity letters and honoring her place as senior captain. Emily has won many tournaments, including 2 in the FCY SC Under 12 championships with their undefeated youth travel team. She's also won 2 medals for Paul Zasco's yearly summer kickoffs at Menard Check Field. Emily played travel soccer for Fayette United, was on both the girls and co-ed teams for several years. She also played North and South Union indoor soccer, who was honored to join the Riverhounds practice squad via invitation. Emily says her most memorable soccer moment was the first time the girls prayed together as a team before going out on the field. She loves that this has now become a tradition. Her advice to a freshman player is never give up, never stop fighting, And we said she had fought long and hard for this year, and the only reason she made it was because of her self-discipline and determination. Her future plans are to attend Penn West University to study journalism and major communications. Her dream is to be an on-site reporter and to travel the world. And we most admire her family and friends who never left her side and have always supported her. She is so grateful for a wonderful family and the life they have given her. Emily would like to send a special thanks to all her coaches over the years for teaching her all she knows and giving her life lessons that she will forever cherish. She is thankful for goalkeeping coaches Eric, Brad, and Coach Z for helping her become a strong and confident goalie. She would especially like to thank her beautiful mother for raising her to become the person she is today and always sticking by her side and never giving up on her. Emily says, I love you to the moon and back, Mama. Congratulations, Emily Bellotti. Our next senior, Ellie Mancini. Ellie is being escorted by her parents, DJ and Brandy Mancini, along with her sister, Nola. Ellie plays attacking midfield and has been playing soccer for 13 years. Her high school soccer achievements include 4 varsity letters, 3 all-county awards, and the most assists award. Ellie is also honored to be a senior captain. In addition to her success on the field, Ellie is also active in school and member of several clubs, including Spanish Club, Art, Photography, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, SAD, Interact, Mini Mighty Mustangs, Student Forum, Health and Wellness, Ski Club, Student Government, Student Voice, Newspaper, and Environmental Club. She's also an academic foundation representative. Ellie's most memorable soccer moment is scoring the only goal in a playoff game against Plum. Ellie's advice to a freshman player is don't be scared and always work hard. Ellie's future plans are to attend college and become a dermatologist. She most admires her parents because they work hard to provide for her and her sister, and they are always pushing her to do her best, making her the person that she is today. I would like to give a special thank you to her current coaches. She would also like to thank her past coaches, Jay Williams and Mike Hart, for always making soccer fun and making her the player that she is today. Lastly, she would like to thank all of her grandparents for coming to almost every game, especially her Pap for being her biggest supporter. Congratulations, Ellie Mancini. Our third and final senior, Bree Marzano. Brianna is escorted by her parents, Denny and Tammy Marzano, along with her brother, Brendan. Brianna plays outside midfielder and has been playing soccer for 8 years. Her high school achievements include 4 varsity letters, and she is honored to be the senior captain. Brianna plays for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds East Girls and has the highest honors and is a member of several school clubs, including Fellowship of Christian Athletes, SAD, School Newspaper, Interact Club, Student Council, Photography, and Ski Club. Brianna is an honors advanced art therapy volunteer at a local nursing home and volunteers at the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh Park Camp for Kids as a counselor. and as a volunteer coach and photographer for On Goal Summer Soccer Camp. Brianna is the Faith and Development Council Student Video Competition winner and Private Industry Council Drone Commercial winner. Her most memorable soccer moment was beating Bell Vernon for the first time in 18 years in her sophomore year. Brianna's advice to freshmen is don't worry about what others think about you, and just be yourself in everything you do. Her future plans are to attend college and study psychology to become a child life specialist. Brianna most admires her nanny, Pat, and her parents. She looks up to you guys more than you ever know. She would like to give a special thank you to her family and her closest friends for always being there for her and praying for her every day. Congratulations, Bree Marzano. Let's have a big hand once again for the three Mustang seniors: Emily Bellotti, Ellie Mancini, and Bree Marzano. Congratulations, girls.
Again, congratulations to our three Mustang seniors, Brianna Marzano, Ellie Mancini, and Emily Bellotti. Also coming up at halftime of tonight's game between Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin, a special ceremony honoring the 1994, which is the first girls soccer team here at Laurel Highlands High School. Looking forward to that. Again, that'll be coming your way at halftime. We'll have the start of tonight's game between Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin coming your way in about 10 minutes here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Remind you, at halftime, there will be a celebration of girls Mustang soccer. The 30th anniversary of the inaugural team in 1994. Again, any girls Mustang alumni, please check in at the blue tent by the field house. Thank you.
Back here at Mustang Field, just moments away from the start of tonight's match between the Albert Gallatin Colonials and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Laurel Highlands 6-6 overall, 3-5 in conference play. Albert Gallatin 1-9 overall, 1-7 in the section. I'll turn it back over to our public address announcer, Jason Taylor, for tonight's starting lineups.
And now, starting lineups for this evening's match. First, for the visiting Albert Gallatin Colonials. The Colonials are led by head coach Michael Hart and assistant coach Christy Eicher. A senior, number 20, Gianna Cease. A junior, number 8, Jaden McCormick. A sophomore, number 21, Kaylee Theodori. A sophomore, number 15, Olivia Eicher. A sophomore, number 2, Isabella McClellan. A sophomore, number 7, Maddie Lynn Plink. A sophomore, number 1, Emma Guzman. A freshman, number 4, Ava Heck. A freshman, number 6, Lacey Blair. A freshman, number 5, Izzy DeHaven. And a freshman, number 18, Gemma Valenti. And now, the starting lineup for your Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs are led by head coach Denny Marzano, assistant coach Carl Walker. A defender, a junior, number 1, Molly Nairn. A sophomore, forward, number 3, Ava Rubalcaba. A midfielder, she's a senior, number 5, Brianna Marzano. A midfielder, she's a senior, number 10, Ellie Mancini. A sophomore defender, number 13, Lola McClusack. A sophomore midfielder, number 18, Cameron McLean. A junior forward, number 20, Taylor Irwin. In goal for the Mustangs, she's a senior, number 63, Emily Bellotti. A junior defender, number 25, Adriana Walker. A junior defender, number 26, Jacayla Dressel. And the junior defender, number 30, Morgan Ferris. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask that everyone please rise. And gentlemen, remove your caps for our national anthem. As I mentioned, at halftime, we will be celebrating the inaugural 1994 Mustang girls soccer team. A member of that team, Melissa Granville McKnight, is here, and we are delighted to have her daughter, Miss Bailey Rose, sing the national anthem.
See by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Bailey Rose.
Great job there by Bailey Rose on the national anthem. We're just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs taking on the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Laurel Highlands in the home reds, white numbers. Their bench across the field to our left. Albert Gallatin in the away whites, black numbers, a little bit of silver trim. Their bench across the field to our right. Again, the Colonials coached by Mike Hart in his third year. Denny Marzano in his fourth year as the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs trying to close the season on a high note, fighting for playoff seeding. Their final game of the year will be on Wednesday against Oakland Catholic. And if you look right now at the conference standings, Laurel Highlands finding themselves in fourth place in the conference ahead of both Albert Gallatin and Uniontown. But a couple of wins here down the stretch could certainly help their playoff position a bit. South Fayette leading the conference, 11-3 overall, 8-0 in conference play. Thomas Jefferson, 8-4-1 overall, 7-1 in the conference. And Oakland Catholic right ahead of the Mustangs, 4-4 in the conference, 5-7 overall. Laurel Highlands gets a win tonight and a win over Oakland Catholic on Wednesday. They'll end up an even 5-5 in the conference and certainly could help themselves in the seeding department as well. Albert Gallatin will get this match underway. Colonials working right to left as we describe it. We're underway with senior night, final home game of the year for the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs taking on Albert Gallatin tonight. And again, the Laurel Highlands girls have qualified for the WPIAL playoffs. They'll actually have probably about 10 days after their last match of the regular season on Wednesday against Oakland Catholic before the actual playoffs get underway. And the Mustangs get a little touch down the far side, trying to spring Adriana Walker there. 4 captains for Laurel Highlands tonight, including the 3 seniors, Marzano, Mancini, and the goalkeeper Bellotti, along with junior Adriana Walker. Olivia Eicher and Gianna Cease, the 2 captains on the Albert Gallatin side. And there's a shot just going wide of the net taken there by Walker. And we'll have a goal kick upcoming here for Albert Gallatin. We'll actually send it over there to Emma Guzman to send it away. And Guzman angles it here on the near side. Intended there for Lacey Blair. And Blair a little poke up the field as the Colonials look for a little early offense. Maddie Lynn Klink in goal on the Albert Gallatin side. Of course, the senior Emily Bellotti in goal for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Ball poked out of play here on the near side off of Laurel Highlands and out. Gemma Valenti takes the throw in, but the Mustangs control it going the other way there with Ava Rubalcaba. Little lob pass over the near boundary line and out. And the Colonials will get possession back. Laurel Highlands swept Albert Gallatin last year, winning by scores of 11-0 and 7-0. And also won at AG earlier on this season by a score of 11-1. Laurel Highlands now has won 7 straight over Albert Gallatin in the series and 31 of the last 32 games played between the schools. The lone Albert Gallatin win came during the 2020 season over the Mustangs. There's Marzano having it taken away for a moment by Lacey Blair on the Albert Gallatin side. Ball lob back up to center. Izzy DeHaven there for Albert Gallatin. Couldn't knock it down. Here come the Mustangs going the other way. Run short-lived. The Colonials get back on the ball. Try to control it from their defensive line. And taken away there by the Mustangs' Ellie Mancini. Here's Mancini on the run. Looking there for Adriana Walker. And sent the other way. Albert Gallatin with the lone freshman at the top of their formation. Number 5, Izzy DeHaven. Her brother Caleb, one of the top players on the Albert Gallatin football team. It's the Mustangs with control right now as Walker looks to center. Intended there for Rubalcaba and poked back out. Back to Cameron McLean. Low shot with the left foot going down. A save made there by Maddie Lynn Klink, the sophomore keeper on the Albert Gallatin side. Can blast it out on the far side. Walker trying to put a little pressure on the Albert Gallatin defensive line. Forces a turnover. Walker the shot. Saved there initially by Klink. Got a rebound attempt and sent it through the box. Mustangs trying to track it down. Will go over the near boundary line and out for an Albert Gallatin throw-in. Played almost 4 minutes here at Mustang Field. Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands scoreless so far. It should be a throw, and they're going to pull it back to the keeper, but the ball never went to our camera right of that flag. I'll throw in the correct call here on the Albert Gallatin side, and Marzano looking to control there for the Mustangs, but a good little run forward there from Albert Gallatin looking for possession. That was Lacey Blair trying to bring it down, but the Mustangs going the other way. A little crosser. Sent out of play here on the near side. Another goal kick for Albert Gallatin. Trying to get a little flow here in the opening 5 minutes. Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands scoreless so far here on senior night. That one knocked down by Rubalcaba on the Laurel Highlands side. Colonials get it back for a moment, but the Mustangs body it down. Shot from the far side after a little juggle. The regain there from Maddie Lynn Klink, the Albert Gallatin keeper, and Klink lobbing it back out on the near side. Intended there for Lacey Blair. Cameron McLean there on the Laurel Highlands side trying to take it away from Blair. Cameron on the ball, now just holds. Goes low, intended for Mancini. Pass a little bit too far. Albert Gallatin's Gemma Valenti had it there for a moment. Headed there by Ellie Mancini, and here's Walker back on the run. Adriana Walker, a little poke. Save made there by Klink, and the rebound goes into the back of the net for a Mustang goal. That's Ava Rubalcaba scoring there for Laurel Highlands at the 34-23 mark of the first half with the Mustangs on top, 1-0. So Ruva Kaba, the Mustang sophomore, scoring the first goal of the match here at the 34-23 mark of the first half. Laurel Highlands on top, 1-0. Now we'll see if Albert Gallatin has an answer in them. On the far side there, Lacey Blair trying to battle there for Albert Gallatin. Ellie Mancini there on the Mustang side. Sent over to Kaylee Theodori. Theodori going low. That one went through DeHaven. Rolled back to Emily Bellotti. First touch of the match for the Mustang keeper. And Bellotti blasting it to the near side. Had it knocked down by Lacey Blair. And sent back along. And another touch there from Emily Bellotti. His mother, Dawn, was actually a member of that 1994 inaugural team here at Laurel Highlands High School 30 years ago. And ceremonies for that coming up at halftime. Mustangs trying to spring Emily Bellotti there. Pushed along by Brianna Marzano, and here's Adriana Walker on the run, but again scooped up there by Maddie Lynn Klink on the Albert Gallatin side. Played out to Gianna Cease. As AG looks for a little possession time out of their own zone. Turned over again. Marzano on the ball. Tried to go to her left to Mancini, who's able to control there for the Mustangs. Ball pinballs around a couple of times. Colonials looking there for Cease on the battle, and a little shoulder check there from Ruva Kaba. This ball goes out of play off of Laurel Highlands and out. Quickly into Lacey Blair. McLean back on the other side. Touch from Walker. Near side, Ruva Kaba looking for the brace. And a shot on the near side just goes wide and out of play for another goal kick for Albert Gallatin. In the lone Mustang goal, courtesy of Ava Ruva Kaba at the 34-23 mark of the first half. Laurel Highlands on top, 1-0. Now the Colonials, after getting a poke there from Emma Guzman, working out of their own zone. Sending it down on the far side. Lone Mustang there, Lowell McClusack picking back up control. Goes back to Kaylee Theodori on the Albert Gallatin side. Played up looking there for DeHaven. Controlled for a moment by the Mustangs before the Colonials. The lob back in Izzy DeHaven's direction. Izzy unable to track it down, but ball goes out of play again off of Laurel Highlands. An out last touch there by Morgan Ferris. They'll go quickly on the throw-in as Lacey Blair sends it in the box. Intended there for DeHaven. Too far. Goes over the back line and out for a Laurel Highlands goal kick. Our match coverage tonight brought to you by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown. Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. The Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. SWGI Specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health. Chesler's Fine Furniture at 51 north of Uniontown. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. And there's DeHaven again with a little pressure on the Mustang keeper, Emily Bellotti. Bellotti able to make the save. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. United Bank, the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. I'm Brian Morozak along with Billy Dice. Tonight is behind the camera. We've played just over 9 minutes. Laurel Highlands a 1-0 lead here over Albert Gallatin. As McLean comes out of her own zone. Cameron a little poke down the far side. Walker trying to control there for the Mustangs. Colonials again blasted back out in DeHaven's direction. And Izzy there trying to send it off to her left over to another freshman, Lacey Blair. Again, this is a very young Albert Gallatin team. Only one senior, Gianna Cease, wearing number 20. The rest underclassmen. In fact, other than Cease, all freshmen and sophomores starting on the Albert Gallatin side, with the exception of Jaden McCormick, who's a junior. So just one senior, one junior, the rest freshmen and sophomores tonight for Albert Gallatin. Taylor Irwin handing off the throw in there on the Laurel Highlands side. Mustangs again try to set it up with Adriana Walker. Couldn't make much happen there as Cameron McLean finds it again. Trying to go low, and Albert Gallatin with another steal there from Kaylee Theodori. AG trying to come out of their own zone. Ellie Mancini trying to send it ahead over to Walker. Here's Adriana Walker looking for possession inside the box. Takes a high hop and is scooped up there by the AG keeper, Maddie-Lynn Klink. Getting played back out. Colonials trying to go low. Knocked down by Ruvalcaba. There's Emma Guzman trying to angle here on the near side. Ball goes out of play and back over to the Mustangs again. And Jacayla Dressel will take this throw in for Laurel Highlands. Played almost 11 minutes, still 1-0. Mustangs over the Colonials. Cameron McLean coming forward. Cameron, a good run here for the Mustangs. Cameron looking for a little sidestep. Gets a little help there from Ellie Mancini. Puts it on goal. Another save made there by Klink. And Klink on the lob out. Mancini, another header there for the Mustangs. Looking for Walker. Going off of Valenti. And Walker picks it up again for the Mustangs. Adriana Walker, a blast into the back of the net to make it 2-0 Laurel Highlands. The Walker goal coming here at the 28-32 mark of the first half. And the Mustangs now go up 2 over Albert Gallatin. Less than 12 minutes in. Walker and Ruvalcaba, your goal scorers tonight. And the Mustangs well on their way early on, improving their overall record to over 500. Came in 6-6. A win would put them at 7-6. There's Ellie Mancini back on the ball. Circling it back to Cameron McLean. And the Mustangs wrap up the regular season Wednesday against Oakland Catholic. I believe that game's going to be played at Highmark Stadium in Pittsburgh. Good opportunity there for the Laurel Highlands girls. Play on the same field as the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Ball bounced right back out to center. Bodied down there by Ava Heft. On the Albert Gallatin side, but the Mustangs find it again. Lowell McClusack trying to run it forward. Taylor Irwin also on that far side for the Mustangs. Played back up to Ellie Mancini. Touch from Molly Nairn. Mancini again on the near side, Marzano. Molly Nairn another touch. Pressured there by DeHaven. Heft back on the ball on the Colonial side. And AG getting it back up to DeHaven again. There's Izzy DeHaven coming forward. Mustangs clear it back out the other way. Marzano picking it up. Up to Ruvalcaba. Ava Ruvalcaba on a good run here for Laurel Highlands, pulling up on the near side, just outside the box, playing it back to Cameron McLean with some operating room. Cameron shot on goal, just going wide on the far side. Good look there for the Mustangs, Cameron McLean. Just missing wide on the far side. And the Mustangs leading 2-0. 26-36. Left here in the first half. Played back to center. Nairn there for Laurel Highlands. Deflected back by Gemma Valenti on the Albert Gallatin side. Mustangs send it up to Ruvalcaba again. There's Ava Ruvalcaba about 30 yards from goal. Back to McLean. McLean, a little one-hopper. A sidewinder saved there by Maddie-Lynn Klink for Albert Gallatin. Klink, a little bouncer forward. Body there by Ellie Mancini. Lobbed in the direction of Ava Ruvalcaba. Goes back into the box, and Klink another save there again for the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Chilly night for high school soccer. Game time temperature around 60 degrees actually with the wind. Feels a lot colder than that. We're all layered up here on the press box tonight. Brian Morozak along with Billy Dice. Jason Taylor, your public address announcer at Laurel Highlands High School. You heard Jason during the senior night festivities and also the starting lineup. So we'll hear from him again at halftime as the Mustangs celebrate 30 years of girls soccer here at Laurel Highlands High School. We're 15 minutes into this first half. McLean, a little give and go with Taylor Irwin down the far side. Goes out of play and back over to Albert Gallatin. We get a Colonial change. Will be our first substitution on either side tonight. Try to get an ID there on the new Colonial that's checked into the match. And that's number 9, Lena LaRue. So Lena seeing her first match action of the night. Mustangs take a throw in from the far side, going into McLean. In the box again, Adriana Walker. Walker trying to fight to her right. Had it taken away. And the Colonials going the other way. Touch from LaRue. Looking up here for DeHaven. Izzy DeHaven bodied off the ball, but the Colonials find it again. Had numbers there for a moment. A Mustang push. Is this play onsides? It is. Here on the near side. Opportunity in the box. Low shot on goal was taken there by Rylan Fike, and the save made by Emily Bellotti. So Bellotti doing a good job there on a shot from Rylan Fike, and that's the first real solid pressure we've seen on the Albert Gallatin side so far tonight. Good run there from the Colonials. Now the Mustangs on the counterattack with Taylor Irwin down the far wing. Here's Irwin on her horse. Taylor still on the run, looking for the crosser. Pulls up on the far side. The goalie Klink way out, blocked it down initially. And Albert Gallatin trying to clear the zone. With 23-28 left here in the first half. Ball go out of play on that far side. Last touch by Albert Gallatin going out. Molly Nairn will take the throw in here for Laurel Highlands. Nairn sending it in to Cameron McLean. Up again to Ava Ruvalcaba. Ruvalcaba surging forward. Shot was deflected. Should be a corner kick here for the Mustangs. Going off a Colonial and out. And Adriana Walker will take it here for the Mustangs. So Walker to put it down. Played just over 17 minutes here at Mustang Field tonight. Lob into the box, comes free on the near post. And on the backside, Taylor Irwin, a shot that got headed out of play there by a Colonial out in front. We had another Mustang corner kick, this time coming from the near side. Billy Dice moving the camera. They're getting us a good angle on Ellie Mancini taking the corner kick here from the near side. Ellie puts it down. Little lob into the box, deflected out in front. Ruvalcaba had a chance there from point-blank range. Another save made by Madeline Klink on the Albert Gallatin side. Klink lobbing it down the far side, looking there for LaRue. Mustangs play it back there again from Cameron McLean. Forward to Marzano. Touched up to Ruvalcaba. Ruvalcaba running top of the box. Ruvalcaba trying to stay with it there on the Mustang side. Colonials pick it up for a moment there with Gianna Cease trying to clear. Marzano, though, knocking it down again for Laurel Highlands. Back to McLean. Trying to play it forward there for Ellie Mancini. Colonials knock it away. Pick up control from Lacey Blair. Blair back to Emma Guzman. Pressured again by Taylor Irwin, who wins it over to Mancini. Forward again to Walker, and now Ruvalcaba. Ruvalcaba trying to stay with it here on the Laurel Highlands side. Good body there with the good battle there, with the senior Gianna Cease. And then poked out by Emma Guzman. Colonials looking for the counterattack. Trying to send it up to DeHaven. Never got in Izzy's direction. Coming back, Rylan Fike, who had a solid scoring opportunity earlier. Unable to get control. The Mustangs settle it down again on the far side. Molly Nairn. Over to McLean. One going through Taylor Irwin, who regains and breaks again down the far side. Poking it up to Adriana Walker. Walker pulls up. Looking to cross. Now Walker's going to take the shot. Just sends it wide here on the near side. Almost midway through this first half. Still a 2-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. Goals from Ava Ruvalcaba and Adriana Walker tonight. Ruvalcaba scoring at the 34-23 mark of the first half. Walker adding a tally at the 28-32 mark. AG sending it out again here in the near side to Rylan Fike. Fike double-teamed, almost lost it, able to keep it alive for just a moment before Cameron McLean knocks it back down. Over to Ellie Mancini. Mancini, a little lobber on the far side, just going wide. It'll be another goal kick here for Albert Gallatin. In our match coverage tonight, brought to you by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health. Chesler's Fine Furniture at 51 north of Uniontown is another one deflecting back in Maddie Lynn Klink's direction. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. United Bank, the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Mustangs getting control here again. Taylor Irwin seeing it down the far boundary. Picked up there by Adriana Walker. Crossing at the top of the box. Was intended there for Ellie Mancini. But AG finds it, trying to break the other way with Lacey Blair. And the Mustangs get possession back there from McLean at midfield. Cameron stepping forward and pulling back off. Sending it over to Irwin. And now Mancini. Ellie Mancini up to Ava Rubalcaba. Rubalcaba looking to step forward again there for the Mustangs. Marzano comes down the near side. Brianna Marzano losing it out of play. A little push there from Rylan Fike. Another Mustang throw and taken by Jakayla Dressel. Looking again for McLean. That's Lacey Blair on the ball on the Albert Gallatin side. With 18-20 left here in the first half. Albert Gallatin trailing Laurel Highlands by a score of 2-0. Cease out of her own zone. Looking there again for DeHaven. Mustangs go the other way again. Lowell McClusack sending it forward. And a little push and a foul called here on the Albert Gallatin side as you had Rubalcaba knocked down there by Cease. And the Mustangs will have a free kick. And get taken by Ellie Mancini. So Mancini to put it down about 45 yards from goal here for the Mustangs. Mancini low line drive. Deflected out in front. Rubalcaba picking it up. Back to Ellie again. Here's Mancini from 31 yards out. Just setting it wide on the far side. Not sure if it was touched there by Klink or not. Officials say no. And it'll be a goal kick here for Albert Gallatin. Again, a reminder coming up at halftime. A celebration of 30 years of Mustang girls soccer. The program started in the fall of 1994 with 19 girls led by head coach Vicky Kremposki and assistant coach Janet Menarchek. Jason Taylor will tell you all about the former Lady Mustangs that were a member of that inaugural team 30 years ago, including 9 that are in attendance here tonight. As Walker takes that one in the box again for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands trying to generate a shot, but going the other way is Lacey Blair for Albert Gallatin. It's not bad getting 9 of the 19 back tonight as Walker comes back into the box. Ball comes loose, racing towards the goal and into the back of the net to make it 3-0. Laurel Highlands, Walker the last to touch it on the Laurel Highlands side. And that'll be the second goal of the match. A brace for Adriana Walker. Laurel Highlands going up now 3-0. Goal coming here at the 16:08 mark of the first half. Laurel Highlands cruising right now. We mentioned the Mustangs won at Albert Gallatin 11-1 earlier on this year and dominated the Colonials last year as well, winning by scores of 11-0 and 7-0. The ball goes out of play here off of Albert Gallatin, and that last touch there by Ryland Fike. No, they're going to reverse it and say off of Laurel Highlands, and out so Fike will take the throw in. Trying to get it in there to Izzy DeHaven. The Mustangs go the other way. Rubalcaba on the ball. Sending it up the near boundary. Again to Adriana Walker. Walker now looking for the hat trick. Walker coming down the near side. A little one-hopper on goal, and the save made by Maddie-Lynn Klink for Albert Gallatin. The onslaught on the Laurel Highlands side continues here tonight. About 15 minutes left in the first half. Molly Nair knocking it down. Colonials come the other way. Little through ball. You have both DeHaven there along with Fike trying to track it down. Fike's on it right now as DeHaven off to her right, and Fike got knocked down inside the box. Surprise there. We did not have a foul called on Morgan Ferris. Ferris knocked down Fike inside the box. And the whistle stays silent. What do you think there, Billy? Billy said it could have been a foul, too. A lot of contact. Mustangs try to clear there from Cameron McLean. Deflected back in her direction. Try to lob it on the far side. Now you have Taylor Irwin trying to fight off the double team coming forward. Colonial sent it out of play. Irwin also a member of the Laurel Highlands girls basketball team. They'll open up play December the 2nd, hosting Connellsville. A fun game to open up the season. Another shot from the far side on that one. Taken right out of the air by Maddie-Lynn Klink on the Albert Gallatin side as Klink will lob it back in the direction of Rylan Fike. Always nice when you get a curtain raiser after a Sweet 16 season against another Fayette County team. The game will be over at Laurel Highlands High School. I'm sure we'll have coverage here on the network for you. Adriana Walker able to keep possession, played back over to Lowell McClusack. Up to Ruvalcaba. Mustangs had to make sure they were on sides there. While the Colonials to get a reinforcement back initially there to break up the scoring chance. Dressel settles, looking for McLean. Taken away on the Albert Gallatin side there from Guzman. Over to Fike, was looking for DeHaven. Mustangs knocked it away for a moment. Another through ball going in Izzy DeHaven's direction with Ferris defending. Just play it back there to Bellotti, who will blast out on the far side for Molly Nair, and it's going to be a handball there on Nair. Now AG trying to go quickly. With 12:42 left here in the first half. AG setting into the box. DeHaven going right on Bellotti. And the Mustang senior keeper, Emily Bellotti, able to make the save. And Bellotti blasts back here on the near side. Ruvalcaba trying to knock it down. And Fike trying to go the other way. And Rylan Fike staying on the ball. Up to DeHaven. Play was whistled down. You're ruled out of play here on the near side. The Laurel Highlands throwing. Dressel sends it into McLean. Pressure there again by Fike. And Cameron going to send it out in Ellie Mancini's direction. It's deflected over to Ruvalcaba. Even a pretty good battle here on the near side. And Albert Gallatin's Gemma Valenti with a nice poke to keep it alive. Mentioned Valenti. Only a freshman as well as Ruvalcaba keeps it alive. Ball in play for now before trickling over the near boundary line and out. And the throw and going the other way. And 3, maybe 4 changes here on the Albert Gallatin side. This will get 4 new entries in for the Colonials. With 11:17 left here in the first half. That's pretty much their available substitutes in this game. Only dressing about 15. Not too many options there to make changes. 10:57 left here in the first half as Ellie Mancini tries to work ahead there for the Mustangs. Was out of play before she got it up to Ava Ruvalcaba. Mentioned 9 former Mustangs from that 1994 team here today. They include Don Adams Bellotti, who is the mother of Mustang goalkeeper Emily Bellotti, Tricia Gallagher-Franzik, Nicole Lavery-Belkey, Lori Lewis, Christy Pletcher, Melissa Rambo-McKnight, Jennifer Rhodes-Cox, Corianne Senke, and Michelle Yager. All here that were members of the 1994 inaugural Laurel Highlands girls soccer team. Under 10 minutes left here in the first half. Change on the Laurel Highlands side. Adriana Walker out of the match. Neela Hill back in. And a little lob going in Hill's direction. She's unable to knock it down there. Now AG coming back defensively, able to clear. Marzano sending it all the way through. Taylor Irwin's there on the Laurel Highlands side. Trying to knock it down on the far boundary. A little push. And we'll get a foul called there on Irwin, and we'll head the other way. Irwin knocked down some big-time shots for that Laurel Highlands basketball team a year ago and was deadly from the outside. Having a good soccer season as well. Irwin, a junior. She'll be back for Coach Marzano's side next year as well. There's Ryland Fike. Got knocked down there by Morgan Ferris. And Morgan's been involved in a couple of aggressive situations tonight. Knocked down Fike there. We thought she got away with one in the box earlier on Fike. It was not called a foul. Okay, McLean sending it ahead. Stepping up, Ava Ruvalcaba has Hill to her left. I think she was offsides. Never touched the ball, so AG an opportunity to come back the other way, and it goes on for the Colonials. Ava Hefton out. Should be a Mustang throw in here. Heft was the last to touch it. Kayla Dressel will send it in here for Laurel Highlands. We approach the 8-minute mark of this first half. Mustangs leading at 3-0. Pair of goals from Adriana Walker. Ava Ruvalcaba got the scoring started. And now Ruvalcaba is going to check out. Adriana Walker back in as the Mustangs shuffle the deck a bit. And not a very deep bench at all for Albert Gallatin. Just 4 available substitutions in this match. Hopefully with only graduating 1 senior this year, AG can build up their bench a little bit more in the offseason. We had a handball there against Laurel Highlands. AG trying to go quickly, sending it up to Izzy DeHaven. Izzy working that front line now with Lena LaRue. Ball goes out of play. Off of Laurel Highlands and out. Ava Heft will take the throw-in. It's cleared back going the other way. And here's Adriana Walker again looking for the hat trick for the Mustangs. Walker on the ball. Works off to her right, now back to her left. Leaves there for Ellie Mancini. Mancini stepping up. Mancini with open space ahead. Mancini with a blast. Sends it into the back of the net to make it 4-0 Laurel Highlands. Ellie Mancini, her first of the night, scoring on senior night. And Laurel Highlands cruising now with a 4-goal lead. Goal at the 6:40 mark of the first half. And the goal barrage continues on the Laurel Highlands side. And Izzy DeHaven will get things restarted again here for the Colonials. And don't go away at halftime. We'll celebrate 30 years of Mustang girls soccer. Special halftime ceremony here at Mustang Field. Taylor Irwin knocking another one down there for Laurel Highlands. Over to Mancini. Give and go. Back to Irwin. Irwin trying to stay with it. A little slide tackle attempt there from Isabella McClelland on the Albert Gallatin side. Mancini laying it off to Irwin again. Taylor Irwin in the box. Line drive. Knocked down out in front and then covered by Maddie Lynn Klink for Albert Gallatin. And Klink will lob it back to center. After a little body check there, McLean looking there for Neela Hill. Goes back to Molly Nairn again. Settled for Cameron. Over to Ellie Mancini. Back to Marzano. I'm sure the Mustangs like to get her a goal tonight as well. Another Mustang senior. Mancini looking for it. But the Colonials will break back and try to lob it back in DeHaven's direction. And Morgan Ferris will send it out of play on the far side with 5:28 left here in the first half. Mustangs control again with McLean. Forward to Mancini. Up to Neela Hill. Hill is... They whistle it down. They did for the offsides. That's her one bugaboo. Has plenty of speed. In a couple of games we've had here on the network this year. Hill just has to watch where that last defender's at and not get caught on those offsides calls. LaRue racing here for Albert Gallatin. Morgan Ferris stepping in. Gotta like Ferris's play, though. Not afraid to do what she has to do to get the Mustangs possession back or stop scoring opportunities on the other side. She'll let this one roll out of play. Laurel Highlands throwing. Jacayla Dressel will take it. Another Laurel Highlands change. Brianna Marzano out. Ava Rubalcaba back in. And the scoreline remains where it's at right now. We'll probably see plenty of Mustang substitutions in the second half of this match. We were here last Monday for the doubleheader between Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. We actually saw both on the boys' side. Both teams play most of the JV squad in the second half as Adriana Walker here looks for the hat trick. Another line drive on goal. Maddie Lynn Klink making another save there for Albert Gallatin. Klink rolling it out to Ava Heft. Heft down the near side, looking to spring DeHaven again. And we can get a handball. We will. Called there on Lola McClusack. Free kick here for the Colonials. They'll go quickly. A line drive forward. Ferris deflects it back. Looking for McLean. Lob back in the direction of Hill. There's Neela Hill. Hill trying to work around Emma Guzman. Hill on the run. Good speed. Hill into the box. And coming out and making the save there, Maddie Lynn Klink again. Hill went down. Everyone seems all right. Good to see. And Klink will clear again for the Colonials. It's been aggressive tonight between Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands. As DeHaven battles McLean. Colonials find the ball for now. Lacey Blair stepping up. Angling it off on the far side with Molly Nairn defending. Colonials down 4-0, looking for a goal here before halftime. DeHaven had a touch back in the box. McLean, though, with another clear out, quickly deflected back and then headed there again for McLean. Pinball action on both sides as Molly Nairn looks to angle for Laurel Highlands. Colonials try to knock it down. Looking to lob again for DeHaven. McClusack there defensively for the Mustangs. Colonials look to center. Gets deflected out and then controlled here by Ellie Mancini of Laurel Highlands. Here's Mancini, through ball forward, Adriana Walker. Walker looking for the hat trick. It's onside. Has Hill to her left, but Walker's going to stay with it. Walker with a blast and another big save from Maddie Lynn Klink for Albert Gallatin, robbing Walker of a hat trick. I'm going to throw in here from the near side. Went off of Albert Gallatin and out to Jacayla Dressel. Take the throw in with 1:42 left here in the first half. Dressel playing it into the box. Walker again, cross out in front, went over Hill. On the backside, Taylor Irwin trying to track it down with Lacey Blair defending. Ball goes out of play. Last touch by Irwin going out will be Albert Gallatin ball. with 1:20 left here in the first half. And try to spring Izzy DeHaven again. Here's Ellie Mancini.
1 minute.
Over to Neela Hill. Hill open space ahead. Makes it 5-0. Laurel Highlands, Neela Hill. A 5'10 Mustang junior. Increases the Laurel Highlands lead. Good to see Hill getting one tonight as well. Goal coming at the 57-second mark of the first half. And the Mustangs now a 5-goal lead. Some fans hitting the exits already. Final minute of this first half. I stay for halftime, though. Again, we're celebrating 30 years of Mustang soccer tonight.
Mustang goal. By number 23, Neela.
And a good crowd on hand for the senior night and the special halftime ceremony that'll be upcoming this evening. Irwin on the far side looking for Hill again. Lob back by Blair. 18 seconds left here in the first half. AG on the counterattack. Play it off here to Lena LaRue. Looking for Izzy DeHaven. The ball goes out of play, and that'll do it for half of soccer. All Laurel Highlands tonight. Mustangs up 5-0 over the Albert Gallatin Colonial. Stay tuned for our special halftime ceremony celebrating 30 years of Laurel Highlands girls soccer. It comes your way next here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
If all Mustang girls soccer alumni could head down towards the field at this time. Thank you. Once again, we'll be celebrating in a couple minutes the 30th anniversary of Mustang girls soccer. Welcome, once again, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we would like to recognize the 30th anniversary of the first ever Laurel Highlands High School girls soccer team. In 1993, Vicki Krempowski spearheaded a campaign to establish the first ever high school girls soccer team here at Laurel Highlands. By the fall of 1994, 19 girls, led by Coach Krempowski and assistant coach Janet Benarchek, began the inaugural season. Coach Vicki had a distinguished coaching career of 19 years, including coaching not only at Laurel Highlands, but also on a college level. Unfortunately, Coach Krempowski lost her battle with cancer in 2022. Her daughter, Siobhan, who was a member of the original 1994 Mustangs girls soccer team, is here with us tonight. Please welcome to the field, Siobhan Krempowski. The assistant coach of that 1994 team was Janet Menarchek, who was also instrumental in the local development of girls soccer. In the year 2000, she worked diligently to establish the first ever junior high soccer team. When she tragically lost her husband in a plane crash in 1994, she would carry on his legacy by helping purchase property in South Union Township, later be known as the William I. Menarchek Jr. Memorial Soccer Complex, which was the home to Fayette County youth soccer, including many of our Mustang players today. Please join me in welcoming assistant coach Janet Menarchek, her daughter Whitney Menarchek, and her son Bill Menarchek III, and family to the field. The following members of that 1994 inaugural team are here tonight. Please welcome them to the field. Dawn Adams Bellotti. Trisha Gallagher Bronzek. Nicole Lavery Belke. Lori Lewis. Christy Fletcher. Melissa Rambo McKnight. Jennifer Rhodes Cox. Corinne Senke. And Michelle Yager Porty. Along with these 9 members of the 1994 girls Mustang soccer team, there were 10 others who unfortunately were unable to make the ceremony today. They are Melissa Bedwell Rosick, Christy Bolish Hostetler, Farah Bozak Zielowski, Kendra Seifert Gomez, Shauna Grimm, Catherine Maga Bennett, Marcy Sessler, Kim Smith Katrina, and Lindsay Blank Brown. Let's hear it for our 1994 inaugural Mustang girls soccer team. At this time, we would ask that the current members of our Mustang girls soccer team join our 1994 team on the field. We are delighted to also have with us several other girls soccer alumni here tonight. They include Kayla McClusack Swaney, Lisa DeMore, Maddie McLean, Maddie Nicklow, and Jaden Rubalcaba. If we missed any girls soccer alumni and you were here, please feel free to join your teammates on the field at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it, not only for the women who paved the way for today's young ladies, but also all the girl Mustang players over the years. Congratulations on 30 years of girls Mustang soccer. Here's to another 30 years. Congratulations.
Back here at Mustang Field, just about ready to start the second half. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs a 5-0 lead over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. We hope you enjoyed the halftime festivities honoring the 1994, the inaugural Laurel Highlands girls soccer team here at Mustang Field, including several other members and alumni from other years as well that made their way out to the field tonight. I'm sure it was nice for all the alumni and former members of the 1994 team to reunite here tonight. And a great idea for all the Mustangs to come together here is look for a little break forward here off the kick Trying to create a little action. We get a quick handball. And chilly night tonight for high school soccer. I got a couple of layers on. Billy went out to bring his Sports Illustrated. I think he got that Steeler jacket back in maybe 1994 when he was a kid and subscribed to Sports Illustrated. Got that free jacket. And there's a kick from Cameron McLean. And the save made there by Madeline Klink on the Albert Gallatin side. Mustangs getting 2 from Adriana Walker and then goals from Ava Rulvacaba, Ellie Mancini, and Neela Hill in that first half. The lead 5-0. A little battle there between Molly Nairn and Ava Heft. Foul call there on Nairn. We'll go the other way here on the Colonial side. Getting poked out of play. And Ava Heft taking another throw in here. Getting into Izzy DeHaven. Off to her left to Kaylee Theodori. Angled down to Rylan Fike on the far side. Walker defending. Fike looking for the cross, and Ferris deflects it out of play. AG will take another throw in. These teams still fighting here in the early minutes of the second half, even with a 5-goal margin. Up on the scoreboard, Rulvacaba down to Adriana Walker. And Walker looking for the hat trick tonight on the Laurel Highlands side. And 3 Mustang seniors were honored before the start of the match as well, including Ellie Mancini, who was escorted by her parents, DJ and Brandy Mancini, along with her sister Nola. Ellie plays attacking midfield, has been playing soccer for 13 years. We saw a lot of Ellie over the years as well down at the South Union Township Rec Center. Her high school soccer achievements include 4 varsity letters, 3 all-county awards. In fact, Ellie with the ball right now on the Laurel Highlands side. And the most assists awards. Ellie is also honored to be a senior captain on this Mustang team. In addition to her success on the field, Ellie is also active in school and a member of several clubs, including the Spanish Club, the Art Club, Photography Club, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, SAD Interact, Mini Mighty Mustangs, Student Forum, Health and Wellness Ski Club, Student Government, Student Voice Newspaper, and the Environmental Club. She's also an academic foundation representative. Ellie's most memorable soccer moment is scoring the only goal in a playoff game against Plum. Her advice to freshmen, don't be scared and always work hard. Ellie's future plans are to attend college and become a dermatologist. She admires her parents because they work hard to provide for her, and her sister because they're always pushing her to do her best, making her the person that she is today. She'd also like to give a special thank you to her current coaches and her past coaches, including Jay Williams and Mike Hurst, for always making soccer fun and making her the player that she is today. Lastly, she would like to thank her grandparents for coming to almost every game, especially her pap for being her biggest supporter. And that's one of 3 Mustang seniors honored before the start of the game today, Ellie Mancini. Congratulations, Ellie. It's been fun watching you play, not only over the last 4 years, but certainly throughout your youth career here in Fayette County. We're almost 4 minutes into the second half. And a little sloppy for the Mustangs on their backside, but a clear out there for Morgan Ferris. Trying to set up another run there with Rulvacaba and Walker on the front line for the Mustangs. Rulvacaba looking for a poke forward. Here's Adriana Walker stepping up. Walker again looking for the hat trick for the Mustangs. Walker a blast. Got partially blocked out in front, but Walker trying to stay with it. Looking for a second opportunity here. Walker with 3 Colonials around. Trying to shot that one into the wall. Ball gets pushed back on the far side. Marzano is there and just sends it wide. So a good rushing attack there for Laurel Highlands. Had Rulvacaba, had Walker, and you had Marzano all involved. And the Mustangs unable to capitalize on a goal there, so remain at 5-0. Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. The Colonials will take a goal kick. They'll angle it off here on the near side. Ava Heft there for Albert Gallatin. Ball never went out of play, and Heft will try to send it up there to Izzy DeHaven. Need a poke first from Rylan Fike, and they never got it up in Izzy's direction. AG still trying to battle ahead on the far side. Mustangs to Kayla Dressel will let it drift out of play. And Laurel Highlands back on it with another throw-in. Oh, they got hot chocolate down there in the snack shop. They should have sent us some hot chocolate up. You were right on that. It's amazing how the temperatures drop, not only tonight, but just over the last couple of days. Kind of been spoiled with some warm weather here into the month of October. This is really the first real cool night we've experienced, at least doing high school sports. Billy says he's getting into his hot tub when he gets home. Trying to warm up. Here's Ellie Mancini for the Mustangs. Poked back by Guzman. Looking there for Rylan Fike. And Izzy DeHaven there. To her left again to Fike. Rylan Fike working down the far side, and Morgan Ferris pushing it out of play. Right over to Albert Gallatin head coach Michael Hart, who's assisted by Christy Eicher. There's a little McClusack looking to clear. The Mustangs pushing it out on the far side. Last touch there by Molly Nairn going out. Be an AG throw-in. Be taken by Rylan Fike. Colonial went down there looking for the crosser. Mustangs find it again. Body there by Ruvalcaba trying to spring Adriana Walker. Walker, good run, heading it along. Walker staying with it. Here's Adriana Walker, 30 yards out. Working off to her right. Walker still on the ball. Walker with a blast right on goal, and another nice save from Maddie Lynn Klink. And you see 5 goals given up tonight on the Albert Gallatin side, but Klink's probably faced about 30 shots the way the Mustangs have peppered her tonight. They'll get a handball here on Heft. And a change here on the Mustang side as Ellie Mancini will check out. And you'll have Neela Hill back in for Laurel Highlands as Molly Nairn takes the throw-in. Over to McLean. Touch there by Irwin. Back to Cameron McLean. McLean trying to break forward. You'll have Olivia Eicher coming back the other way here for Albert Gallatin. A missed pass intended for Ava Heft going out of play. Molly Nairn to take the throw-in. With 32 minutes left in regulation time. It's 5-0 at halftime. We're still at 5-0. Nairn sending it out. It is Isabel McClellan there on the Albert Gallatin side. Was last touched by Nairn. Ball and actually trying to play it back there to Klink on the dead ball. Went into the back of the net. That's never a good sign. I'll put it down here for a goal kick. Emma Guzman will take it. Again, the lone Albert Gallatin senior tonight, Gianna Cease. So most of their squad back for next year as well. That one knocked down by Ruvalcaba, and Ava Ruvalcaba gets her second of the match. 6-0 Mustangs. Goal at the 31-13 mark of the second half. Ruvalcaba, who got the scoring started for Laurel Highlands, gets her second here to open up the second half scoring. So you have Ruvalcaba with 2, Walker with 2, and Mancini and Hill also with goals on the Laurel Highlands side. So a brace for Ava Ruvalcaba tonight. And the Mustangs in firm control now, up 6. Albert Gallatin off the break. Looking to spring DeHaven. Izzy DeHaven coming forward, but the ball scooped up there by Emily Bellotti. And you'd expect the Mustangs to keep Bellotti in goal for the entire match, let her get a clean sheet. But you wonder, for Bellotti, would she ever want to try to come up and play on the front line and maybe try to get a goal on senior night too? Wonder if that thought's crossed her mind or the mind of head coach Denny Marzano tonight. If you're a keeper, would you rather just have the clean sheet or get an opportunity to do something you don't have an opportunity to do much. Now we score a goal for her. Always being in goal. A little contact there in the box. And a crosser going right through. And better scoring opportunities we've seen on the Albert Gallatin side tonight. And Bellotti will have a goal kick going the other way. The other Mustang seniors include Brianna Marzano, who was escorted by her parents, Denny, of course, the head coach of the Mustangs, and Tammy Marzano, who works in the Uniontown School District, along with her brother, Brendan Marzano, who played soccer here for the Laurel Highlands boys program as well. Brianna plays outside midfielder and has been playing soccer for 8 years. Her high school achievements include 4 varsity letters, an honor to be a senior captain as well. She also plays for the Riverhounds East 06 girls team. Has the highest honors and is a member of several school clubs, including the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the SAD Club, school newspaper, Interact Club, Student Council, Photography, and Ski Clubs. We'll see a couple of changes, 2 on each side here at the 29-16 mark of the second half. Have Irwin coming out for Laurel Highlands along with Jakayla Dressel. And checking in on the Laurel Highlands side, Ariana Workman, number 37, a freshman. Check the second new entry as well there for the Mustangs. Might be Riley Haskins, 16. A 28-44 left here in regulation time. You're going through our senior bios, looking at Brianna Marzano. Also an honors advanced art therapy volunteer, local nursing homes, volunteers at the Children's Hospital Pittsburgh Heart Camp for kids as a counselor and a volunteer coach and a photography for the on-goal summer soccer camps. Great to see her so involved in the community. Also a member of the FAPE and Economic Development Council Student Video Competition winner and Private Industry Council Drone Commercial winner. As the Mustangs break forward here again with Cameron McLean. McLean a little poke. Send it wide here on the near side. Brianna's most memorable soccer moment was defeating Belle Vernon for the first time in 18 years during her sophomore year. Her advice to freshman players, don't worry about what others think about you, and just be yourself in everything that you do. Her future plans are to attend college, to study psychology, and become a child life specialist. Brianna most admires her nanny, Pap, and her parents. And she'd like to send a special thank you to her family and closest friends for always being there and praying for her every day. And our second of 3 Mustang seniors, Brianna Marzano. 27-29 left here in the second half. 6-0 Laurel Highlands leading Albert Gallatin. Brian Morozak along with Billy Dice. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network for high school girls soccer. As the Mustangs look for another scoring break coming forward here with Cameron McLean. Have to thank our match sponsors as well, including Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis and Davis Attorneys at Law, as the Colonials try to spring Izzy DeHaven again. Be Morgan Ferris just sending it back to Emily Bellotti in a hard deflection down there. Battle ensues. Molly Nairn trying to come forward. And Cameron McLean sending it down in Neela Hill's direction. And Hill able to keep it in play down the near side, going shoulder to shoulder with Gianna Cease. Hill into the box. We'll just roll it back to Madeline Klink on the Albert Gallatin side. Again, our match sponsor, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis and Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health. Chesler's Fine Furniture at 51 north of Uniontown. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. United Bank, Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. This will be our final girls broadcast of the regular season, and our final regular season soccer broadcast will come your way a week from tomorrow with the Laurel Highlands boys in action against, you guessed it, Albert Gallatin. That game will be in York Run. Billy Dice will be with me for all the action. Again, it's a week from tomorrow. Laurel Highlands boys taking on Albert Gallatin. We've seen some fun games down there. Those two schools have gotten together, including a couple of overtime games over the years. Always good to get down to York Run, and we'll be there next Tuesday for the Laurel Highlands boys and Albert Gallatin here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Of course, high school football coming back on Friday. Mustangs after a big win over Ringgold here at home. Hit the road, and it'll be a tough one, taking on the Bell Vernon Leopards. 7 o'clock kickoff from James Weir Stadium. We'll have it for you not only here on the South Union Township Sports Network, on the Laurel Highlands School District Facebook page, and on WMBS. We'll have it on as many outlets as we can for you. Friday night high school football. You can also catch some of the Uniontown game as well against Northern Garrett. They're headed down south of the Mason-Dixon line for high school football on Friday. Red Raiders taking on Northern Garrett. We've been to Southern Garrett before for basketball. I've never been to Northern Garrett. Billy can tell me all about it. Billy said Northern Garrett's closer. You would think so. It's farther north. You would hope it's close. It could be one of those like roundabout places where you got to make a couple treks around the mountain to get there. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is good down there as well on Friday night. Always a concern anytime you travel well outside the area like that. 24-20 left here in regulation. Low one again going on to Emily Bellotti. Looking for the clean sheet and goal tonight. Mustangs up 6-0. And she's our third Mustang senior. She was escorted by her parents, Derek, and her mother, Dawn. Again, Dawn was a member of that 1994 inaugural Laurel Highlands girls soccer team that was honored at halftime. And Emily's sister, Madison, also here tonight. Emily's been playing soccer for 7 years, Mustang goalkeeper. She's won 3 varsity letters and is a senior captain. The Mustangs look for another run here. The Colonials get a little settle from Panos back to Klink. And now AG looking on the counterattack. Colonials did score 1 goal against Laurel Highlands earlier on this year. The Mustangs 11-1 win. There's a crosser from Izzy DeHaven. They got knocked down. Played back to center. Booted along there by Theodori. Deflected back on the other side. And discussing Emily Bellotti, she's played travel soccer for Fayette United. Was on both the girls and co-ed teams for several years. Played on the North and South Union Indoor Soccer Leagues and joined the Riverhounds practice squad via an invitation, as well as Neela Hill here for Laurel Highlands. Hill stepping up already with 1 goal tonight, looking for number 2, and the shot attempt just got deflected at the last moment there by Emma Guzman on the Albert Gallatin side. Good defense coming back there from Guzman. Emily's advice to freshman players: never give up and never stop fighting. She has fought long and hard for this year, and that's the only reason she's made it, because of her self-discipline and determination. Emily's future plans: to attend Penn West University and study journalism and major in communications. Her dream is to be an on-site reporter and travel across the world. Maybe Billy can get her on the sidelines for some of the games. Gary Frankhauser got to watch out. Emily Bellotti might be trying to steal his thunder down here for Mustang games. A little deflection out in front. Ball still loose. Just going high and wide on the far side. And Emily most admires her family and friends who never left her side and have always supported her. And is so grateful for her wonderful family and friends that have supported her. Again, congratulations to Emily Bellotti, our third Mustang senior tonight. And again, a great senior class, small senior class, but very talented. Emily Bellotti, Brianna Marzano, and Ellie Mancini. And we'll get a corner kick here for a senior for next year, Adriana Walker, Mustang Jr. She'll put it down, line drive out in front, and bodied out of play. Another opportunity for Walker to reload here again for the Mustangs. Giovanni Johnson also in on the Laurel Highlands side, wearing number 35. You can see her there out of the break. There's Walker again. This one getting deflected outside the box. And here's Izzy DeHaven trying to break back on the Albert Gallatin side. Izzy's worked hard tonight. Colonials just haven't got the ball up to her enough this evening. Ellie Mancini back in on the Laurel Highlands side. Colonials also make a switch as well as Kaylee Theodori returns after a short absence. Ava Rulva-Kaba to triggered back in for the Mustangs. Sent that one through. Ariana Workman And out of play. Was midway through the second half. Lone second half goal scored by Ava Rulvakava. She has 2 tonight. Walker with 2. Ellie Mancini and Neela Hill also have scored. Our scoreboard must have a loose wire tonight, but Adriana Walker on the ball. Back to Ellie Mancini. Maybe it's too many goals from the Mustangs. And there's Cameron McLean after a little juggle. Cameron gets her first of the night. So Cameron McLean, the sophomore, making it 7-0 Laurel Highlands. The scoreboard better watch out, might be flickering again. 7 goals for Laurel Highlands tonight. And Cameron's goal coming there from about 40 yards out. Almost midway through this second half. Abigail Lucky coming in for the first time on the Laurel Highlands side. You'll see the Mustangs shuffle the deck a little more here in the second half. Walker, though, is looking for the hat trick. Here's Walker again, a little poke, and just put it in the side of the net. Caught net just on the wrong side. And they've had 5 different Mustangs score in the match. 18:45 left here in regulation time. And we hope you're with us at halftime for the ceremony honoring the 1994 Laurel Highlands girls soccer team and celebrating 30 years of Mustangs soccer. If you missed some of the ceremony, a little background information. Back in 1993, Vicky Krempowski spearheaded a campaign to establish the first ever Laurel Highlands girls soccer team. By the fall of 1994, 19 girls led by Coach Krempowski and assistant coach Janet Menarchek began the inaugural season. Coach Vicky had a distinguished 19-year career in coaching at the college level. Unfortunately, just passed away a couple of years ago after a long battle with cancer back in 2022. Her daughter, Chauvin, an original member of the 94 team, was with us tonight as well. And a sad story as well from assistant coach Janet Menarchek, who was also instrumental in the local development of girls soccer. In the year 2000, she worked diligently to also form the first ever junior high soccer team. But right when that season started back in 1994, she tragically lost her husband in a plane crash. And she would carry on his legacy by purchasing property in South Union Township that would later be known as the William Menarchek Memorial Soccer Complex, home to the Fayette Youth Soccer Club. And actually, I've known William's brother, Jerry Menarchek, for a number of years. Great family. Jerry's kids as well played fantasy football with Jerry and his family in the past. And a great family really carrying on soccer here in South Union Township as Adriana Walker almost getting the hat trick there. She's come close a number of times here in the second half. Janet Menarchek, her daughter Whitney, and son Bill, a lot of their family members here tonight. And the members of the 94 team that were here included Don Adams Bellotti, of course, Don's daughter in goal tonight. Emily Bellotti celebrated here on senior night. Tricia Gallagher Franzik, Nicole Avery Belkey, Lori Lewis, Christy Pletcher. And a little trip up there, no foul called, as Nia Palmer looked for a scoring opportunity there on the Laurel Highlands side. Ellie Mancini back on the ball. 16 minutes left here in regulation time. Laurel Highlands leading Albert Gallatin by a score of 7-0. Cole McClusack coming up as well here for the Mustangs. That one will go wide. Again, the other members here from the 94 team, Christy Pletcher, Lori Lewis, Melissa Rambo McKnight, Jennifer Rhodes-Cox, Corey Ansenki, and Melissa Yager. Also, several members unable to attend tonight as well, including Melissa Bedwell-Rosick, Lindsay Blank-Brown, Christy Bolish Hostetler, Farah Bozak, Zia Kowalski, Kendra Seifert Gomez, Shauna Grimm, Catherine Maga Bennett, Marcy Sessler, and Kim Smith Petrino. And hopefully some of those former members had an opportunity to watch our live stream broadcast of the game tonight as well in the special halftime ceremonies. Great to see a lot of other former Mustang alumni here tonight as well, including Kaylee Swaney, Alyssa Demmer, Madison McLean, Maddie Nicolo, and Jaden Ruvalcaba. Former LH alumni in attendance tonight. Down to 14:30 left here in the second half. Ellie Mancini on the ball for the Mustangs. Again, Laurel Highlands will wrap up the regular season coming up on Wednesday against Oakland Catholic. They get a win there, could help their playoff positioning. Laurel Highlands girls back in the postseason again, good to see. Still looking for their first ever playoff win in school history. We'll have to find a way to get it this year. In fact, they've only missed out on the postseason once since 2016. That was during 2022, and it really says a lot for what this program's been able to accomplish, and even more for the groundwork that was laid back 30 years ago to get girls soccer started here at Laurel Highlands High School. And yet other programs, another shot goes wide, they're like Albert Gallatin, that would form after Laurel Highlands. The first year for Albert Gallatin girls soccer back in 1998. They had some early success, actually the closest they were ever to 500 back in the year 2000 when 8-9-2. But have not been able to have that level of success as of late. Went 3-16 last year, 5-13 2 years ago. They enter the match with Laurel Highlands tonight at 1-9, but with just one senior on the roster, I think brighter times are ahead. A huge freshman and sophomore class, including 9 of the 11 starters tonight, either freshmen or sophomores, as the Mustangs with another opportunity there right out in front. Nia Palmer unable to generate a shot as Maddie Lynn Klink falling on the loose ball there for the Colonials. Laurel Highlands almost getting another one. We had other girls soccer programs in the area that followed after that initial formation on the Laurel Highlands side. Now you see Laurel Highlands, Uniontown, Albert Gallatin, Connellsville. All here in Fayette County playing high school soccer. Brownsville as well. There's Ellie Mancini sending it wide on the far side. And we're going to get a change in goal here on the Laurel Highlands side. With 12:10 left. Great night for the senior Emily Bellotti. And I joked about it earlier, guys. Do you think we'll see her take off the keeper gear and come out there, maybe play the field for the final 10 on senior night? She's over there behind the bench. Her keeper number 69, but 22 is her game jersey. Let's see if we'll see the 22 out on the field before the night's done. Poke there for Kylie Marva for Laurel Highlands. 11:28 left here in the second half. Mustangs lead the Colonials 7-0. Brian Morozak along with Billy Dice. Nice to have you along with us for high school girls soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Mancini settling it off there to Gabrielle Albali. Again, our next soccer broadcast comes your way a week from tomorrow. The Laurel Highlands boys wrap up their regular season at Albert Gallatin, taking on the Colonials. I believe that's a 7 o'clock start in York Run. I'll double check for you before next Tuesday and post it up on the South Union Township Sports Network Facebook page for you. Of course, we'll have in football on Friday, Laurel Highlands and Bell Vernon from James Weir Stadium. 10:40 left here in the second half. Izzy DeHaven still fighting forward. Ran into Kylie Marva there on the run, but the Colonials keeping possession. A little near wing swing Down to Theodori. Theodori touching it back. Over to Lacey Blair. The ball going over the back line and out. Jason, did we get a check on the new Mustang keeper in there as well? Amelia Michaels, 15 in goal. Thank you, Jason. So Michaels getting some time here late in the second half. I don't think we're going to see Bellotti play in the field. Still on the Mustang bench over there with the keeper gear on. Another crosser going through the box. No play there for Michaels. 9:38 to play. Two changes for Albert Gallatin. Another switch up for the Mustangs. Goal McClusack checking out. Got to get an eye here on the new entry. That's Morgan Ferris back in with 9:15 to play. And with a win, Laurel Highlands will go over 500. They'll improve to 7-6 overall, 4-5 in conference playing, and again can get to 500 in the conference with a win over Oakland Catholic on the road on Wednesday. Mustangs push it up here to Nia Palmer, who's on the run, along with Giovanni Johnson. The loss will drop Albert Gallatin a 1-10 overall and 1-8 in the conference. A 35 left here in regulation time. Get our match coverage brought to you by Smith Lewis Chess, CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. The Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. As AG looks for another break here out of the corner on the crosser going right on goal. Michael's able to make the save. The cross taken there by Theodori and had DeHaven right on the doorstep. SWGI Specials, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. Chesler's Fine Furniture at 51 north of Uniontown. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. United Bank, the Laurel Highlands girls soccer boosters, and South Union Township supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Mustangs looking for another run there from Nia Palmer. And Palmer will be the last to touch it on Emma Guzman. Clearance attempt. And Isabella McClellan will take the throw-in. Going in there to Theodori, springing back on the other side. Isabella McClellan trying to settle it down. 7:25 to play. Couldn't get it down to DeHaven. Played back by Jacayla Dressel on the Laurel Highlands side, but the Colonials on it again. Another through ball. That one was from Blair. Intended for DeHaven, but rolling back to Amelia Michaels. Has replaced Emily Bellotti in goal on the Laurel Highlands side. They approach the 7-minute mark of this second half. Reminder, if you're watching this match replay on Breeze Light or Armstrong Cable, I'd like to let you know that all of the South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are available online. It's easy to find. Just log on to Facebook.com/South Union TV or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on YouTube as well. Find all of our archive broadcasts. And the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook and YouTube. Live games on Facebook. All of the archive broadcasts posted on YouTube. Our cameraman, Billy Dice, has a great archive of high school sports and youth sports broadcasts on his YouTube page as well. What is it again, Billy? Dizzy D Videos. Again, Dizzy D Videos on YouTube. A great collection of old games. And if you happen to have any old games that you don't see online, you might have the old VHS tapes from 30 years ago, and you want Billy to put them online for you, just message our South Union Township Sports Network Facebook page. Billy will be in touch with you, and he'll get your games online on his channel. It's great what Billy's been able to do in his spare time, kind of keeping a lot of those memories alive. Hard to find those VHS tapes anymore. They have beta, Billy. Can you convert beta too? He can convert beta. He even does those, 3.5 millimeter? Reel to reel. He's a reel to reel machine, too. Another one cleared down the field. A little run back here. Gets scooped up again by Madeline Klink. I have an old collection at home of all these little, probably those 3.5 millimeter films when they used to, video, 35, 40 years ago, probably 45 years ago when I was a kid growing up. Have you convert those for me one of these days when things slow down. Walker sends it out of play. Probably have a lot of embarrassing kids moments on there. 4:32 left here in the second half. Another whistle down. Saw Rusty Richards run you up a couple of tapes earlier on today, too. 2005 football season? 2005 Laurel Highlands football season going up. Minus the Uniontown game. 4:10 left. There's Rusty, an assistant on the Laurel Highlands football team, coached by Rich Colasar. Richie played here at Laurel Highlands as well, including college ball at Geneva College. Actually did a Uniontown Beaver Falls game at Geneva a few years back. We were there for basketball. Was it last year or the year before? We did a Laurel Highlands basketball game up in Geneva. They have a nice sports complex up there. Now Billy's telling me they're playing the round ball at Geneva this year instead of the Golden Dome. We're going to have the 3 Mustangs seniors re-enter for a final round of applause here on the Laurel Highlands side. And you're right, we're going to see Emily Bellotti play in the field. There you go with 3:10 left. Bellotti wearing number 22.
On the field for the Mustangs, seniors, Emily Bellotti, Ellie Mancini, and Bree.
Good to see those 3 seniors get one last opportunity to get recognized here at home. But yeah, back to Geneva College, Billy. They had a nice little setup for us video-wise as well on the upper deck there. Nice and flat, kind of like the Golden Dome. You were there with us, weren't you? Yeah. Yeah, Coach Calipari was there that night as well. You're right. 2:27 left here in the second half. Ellie Mancini dancing all around. Marzano on the far side. They're taken away. Mentioned the schedule ahead for Laurel Highlands. Albert Gallatin, a couple of games left on their schedule as well. They'll travel to McKeesport on Wednesday. Also host Thomas Jefferson and have non-conference home games against Brownsville and Waynesburg next week before their season ends. Good for the Colonials to have an opportunity to play some games here during the 2024-2025 campaign. Likely see the playoffs start somewhere in the neighborhood around October 20th. Probably that weekend. I guess probably the 19th, which is a Saturday, would probably be the first play date for games. Obviously, we won't have any games on Sunday, but probably more games on the 21st. So I think most of the first-round playoff games, if things kind of stand as they have in past seasons, would be on the 19th and 21st. 1:10 left. Nia Palmer trying to break forward. Laurel Highlands did host a girls soccer playoff game. Happened one time. It was a preliminary round game. Actually, it was a girl-boy doubleheader. We had both games here on the network. And that was back in 2016. Lost here to Gateway in that preliminary round. You never know. The standings shake out. You get a tie for 4th place in a conference, and you get 17 teams in. You get a pigtail 16 versus a 17 game. You can conceivably have that game here at Laurel Highlands. 30 seconds left. He'll count this one down as AG will try for a last-minute corner kick. Theodori will take it, deflected out in front. And I think it's in the back of the net for an AG goal. They're saying they got it. Laurel Highlands is saying no. Waiting for an official signal. The officials award a goal. We're waiting. We have not seen any clarification. Scoreboard still showing 7-0. And there was no definitive clarification, after the last shot out in front, whether AG got a goal or not. The officials failed to make a signal, so we'll go in the books as a 7-0 final with no signal given there at the end. As the Mustangs improve to 7-6, loss drops Albert Gallatin to 1-10. Again, our game on the South Union Township Sports Network, a joint cooperative venture with Township Supervisors Bob Schiff-Bauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, along with Armstrong and Breezeline Cable and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, our final score, Laurel Highlands 7 and Albert Gallatin 0. For Billy Dice, I'm Brian Morozak. You've been watching the South Union Township Sports Network.